If you have an Etsy shop, don't give up. I'm here to tell you that you can do hard things, and I'm also here to tell you what my second month on Etsy looked like. I sell digital products in the productivity space, and if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like what you are seeing and you can take away a few steps, then make sure to subscribe and follow my journey. I'm actually 7 months into my Etsy journey, and I wanted to see a little bit how successful my Etsy shop actually is, to make sure that I can deliver some value and also show you what is actually possible on Etsy with perseverance, and the first month actually looked a bit not so great, where you would think like, oh, is she actually, successful, or is there actually anything I can take away? And yes, I have been growing every single month so far, and it looks pretty good. It's nothing crazy you see sometimes on Etsy, but it looks really decent, and a few things happened along the way, a few cool things I want to talk about and give you some, guidance as well on the way if you started your Etsy shop recently. So I started my Etsy shop on the 1st of May 2023, and I'm really happy that I started on the 1st of the month, because then I can always present you with the results the entire month, from the 1st to the 30th or the 31st. And because this is my second month, at the end of this video, I want to give you a comparison, a very quick one, so you can see a little bit like what the first month looks compared to the second month, and you can also see the growth. So make sure to watch the video until the end. I really hoped this would come on camera. Did you hear it? Cha-ching! Thank you, money. I love you, money. By the way, I'm based in Sweden, so when you look at my dashboard, you will see Swedish krona, but I will always show you US dollars, because I know it can be very confusing and you don't have to sit there and convert yourself. So it will be just easier for you to look at the US dollars. Okay, let's have a look at my shop. You can see I had 1,616 visits, 57 orders, which is pretty great, I think. The volume actually looks quite big, but as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, the price point of my products is very low. I think it starts from like $2. Then you have to play a numbers game, and you really need volume to get a higher price. But I will talk about this a little bit more in another video. I thought about this a lot, how to increase the value, what kind of products I can create which are more than $2. For example, bundles and in the digital product world. So you will see there will be an increase. The conversion rate is 3.5, which I think that's okay, but my goal is to have over 4%, but I think the norm on Etsy is like 1 to 4% or something. It's quite usual. But yeah, I think, especially again when you see others and they have like 5% or 6%, I'm like, that means that customers love their products more. But you will see the conversion rate is an interesting area. And to be fair, I'm not concentrating too much around it. I concentrate on the orders and I concentrate on the revenue, because that's kind of the best indication for me to see what works and if it works. So then you see I have 1,440 Swedish krona, and that is, let me see, $138. So yeah, $138. So definitely more. Yeah, when you look at it, it's like, do I follow this person who has only like $138 in the second month? But I would say yes, because it will increase and increase and increase and increase. So where can it go? That's the question, right? So down here, you can see a little bit where my traffic was coming from. And this month is probably the best month or the highest month where Etsy brought in 80%. I don't think that will happen again. It will shift quite a bit. But yeah, you can see a lot of traffic came from like the Etsy app and also search and marketing. And then 20% came from me, basically. So there's direct and other traffic, social media, and Etsy ads. Yes, I was running Etsy ads as well. So you can see that here, and we will look into my Etsy stats in a second. But yeah, I also started social media, so you can see already like 20 leads came from social media. Cool things are happening on social media. It's actually just Pinterest. So I started on Pinterest, and Pinterest can be a powerful tool. So I will definitely make a video about it and also tell you all about what happened, viral kind of pin, which is really cool, but not this month. And then direct and other traffic. I think this is the hardest to really figure out what this means. But one thing I noticed when I started my Shopify shop, which I talk about it probably also in another video at some point, there often was, it said direct traffic, but then it said Pinterest. So I think direct traffic could be still Pinterest or social media, like kind of other social media platforms. Yeah, and then there's also eRank or Everbee, like these other tools you use to check out your competitors. And I can see like probably some of the people found my listings through those tools, which is also cool. That means like they're ranking somewhere higher, right? So that means they're working. Obviously, there's always the copycats kind of thing, but you know, that just comes with when you're creating products in general. Okay, and now let's go into how much I spent on ads this month. So let's have a look at my ad spend in June. You can see I had 10 views, 10.4k, 10 views, 10,000 views, and 213 clicks, 9 orders. And when we go to spend, you can see that the first days of June I still spent $4, and then I went down to $1 a day. And then I still had quite a bit of, I think it's over a week, where I spent $2 a day. So I was experimenting quite a bit, not really knowing what works for me. And you can see I spend much more, like double of what I actually earned. I also changed my ad strategy later on. So at the beginning, I think I had all the listings, you know, advertised. And then maybe once where no one clicked on it, I switched off. But even that, like I was advertising like $2 worth of listings, you know, and that I feel is like a bit of a problem, which I also make another video and go into more details what my ad strategy was or how I developed my ad strategy, because you know, when you start out you don't really know anything. So yeah, but that was basically how much I spent. So I spent much more than the revenue was. 9 clicks, 9 orders and 213 clicks. And if you go back to the stats, you can see under orders that, you know, I made almost every day an order except like it looks like 3 days, but there were like 1 orders, 2 orders, and maximum 5 orders. So still pretty low, I would say, but okay, it was my second month and it was definitely good to see that I made more money. So that kind of motivated me to say like, okay, let's see what the next month brings. Like I create more listings, I optimize, I learn. So let's see what the next month brings. And last but not least, a quick summary. So visits, first month was 784. Next month it was more than double. Then in the first month I had 23 orders, more than double with 57 in the second month. Also my conversion rate increased from 2.9% to 3.5%. Previous month I made a revenue of $38 and now it was $138, not including obviously the fees and the ad spend and stuff like that. When I look at the profit I made, or maybe not made, in the first month it was negative $58, and then in the second month I had plus $30, so I made $30 profit on Etsy in my second month. But it will increase steadily and I'm very excited to show you in my next videos. Let me know how your Etsy journey is going and what you thought about my second month. Let me know in the comments down below. Well, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye!